Namaste, yogis. When I first started to get interested in yoga, no one in my family group, in my friend group, were really about that life. They were like, oh, Alicia, like, yoga is evil. Or once they realized that I was just going to keep doing it anyway, they're like, oh, that's your thing. And I did feel alone sometimes. Like, I didn't have anybody to talk to about my practice. I didn't have anybody to just talk to about yoga and about the things I was discovering, because in my friend groups they were like, oh, let's go to the club. Let's, do things that are not in our best interest. I mean, they didn't say it like that, but it was like, let's wear uncomfortable clothes and shoes. Let's, talk to men who don't make us feel good, and all of those things. I didn't really have anybody to ask questions to. And sometimes that can be where we are. That may be where you are. And it's okay to be there even as a yoga teacher. So there's no shame in still having things that you're working through. As a yoga teacher, you don't have to be perfect. As a yoga teacher, you don't have to be zen all the time. You can still cuss. You can still have road rage that you're working on. You can still have, anxiety that you're working on. You can still have fucked up anger issues that you're working on. Being a yoga teacher does not require perfection. What you do get, and what we do encourage whenever you have yoga teacher friends, is you get reminded with grace and compassion. And it's like, sis, bro, queen, is this really what you want for your life, or do you choose to accept something else? And the beautiful thing about yoga is that every time you make a new choice, there's new opportunity. Every time you shift, there's new opportunity for growth. So no matter where you are in your journey, I encourage you can do a couple things to help yourself along the way. And a couple of those things are finding a group of people that you know, like, trust, that you're able to share with, that you're able to relate to. For me, it's connecting with other yoga teachers. And so that's one of the main reasons why I surround myself with yoga teachers, why I host events for yoga teachers. So if you know that you want to be in that space, come to any events that I have going on. Sign up for the things that I have going on. What you're paying for when you sign up for something, it may not be that particular item specifically that's gonna solve all the problems. What happens when you sign up for things, with me, is that now you're one step closer. So if we don't have a relationship now, coming into my offerings gives us a closer connection. And if you are in some of the things that I offer, there are some networking opportunities. There are some connection opportunities. There may even be some one-on-one opportunities. So that's really one of the things that I recommend, even if it's not with me. If you have a group of people in your area that you want to connect with and nobody's connecting those people, you be the one that hosts the event. You be the one that sends out the flyers and sets up the location, whether it be virtual or in person, so that you can get together with like-minded people. And if you are curious about how to do that, how to set up an event, how to start all that process, check out in the caption. I have a course that teaches you how to strategize your event, how to make it make sense. And you could offer it for free. You could monetize it. All of those options are available. So check that out in the comments and you can sign up for that. As well as the second thing that I recommend. So first thing was get connected in a network of people. The second thing would be to prioritize your own personal practice. When I started teaching yoga, because I was sharing outwardly so much with others and pouring into others so much, if we think about the analogy of pouring out of a cup, first of all, you might start with a full cup. The more and more you pour into others, the more your cup requires filling. And so if you're not filling your cup with practice, then the emptiness, figuratively and maybe actually physically, will become more and more apparent the more you pour. So make a priority to have your own personal practice. That could be guided by another person. That could be in your backyard naked by yourself with no teacher guiding. So it's however you really choose to do that. And I've done all of the above. I've even gone to a sauna in my gym, taken my yoga mat, roll it out, and do my personal practice. So it doesn't have to look like what we see in a traditional yoga studio space of a yoga practice. It doesn't even necessarily need to be a full hour if that doesn't make sense for your schedule. As long as you prioritize pouring back into yourself, maybe it's physical, maybe it's meditation, maybe it's self-study. There are so many different ways to practice. So be pouring into your cup, because the more that you take care of yourself, the more you can genuinely, authentically, happily connect with others. And so that's my encouragement. That's my word for today. And that's what was inspired for me to share with you. And so I'll leave you on that note. Take care of yourself and connect with others who take care of themselves, because we are stronger together. And so if you do come into my circle, I'm super excited to meet you, maybe in person one day. And with that being said, I'll finish off my amazing walk in nature because my arm is getting tired as fuck. So if you're in Houston, I host, the only time I teach in public is in the events that I host. So if you want to practice with me, come to an event that I host once a month, or any special events that I have coming up, and I will see you there. As usual, the mission is to spread world peace through inner peace. So whatever you need to do to get your inner peace and then to share it, I say, do that shit, queen. All right. I will see you in the next video. Peace.